Hi guys, Diana here, and today I'm going to share with you my favorite items for the month of February, and I'm going to go ahead and dive right in because you all know I can talk way too much. So, my first favorite item is this hairbrush. This is actually a blow dryer slash hairbrush. It's by Revlon, and I will link down below the exact one that I have because it's kind of boring if I read out the model number to you. But anyway, this thing has been great. Ever since I had my daughter, my hair has changed. It used to be stick straight and I could let it just air dry and it would look absolutely gorgeous. If I wanted to blow dry it, I would just blow dry it like just with a regular blow dryer and it would come out like silky straight, like just so straight, and it would look gorgeous. And ever since I've had Riley, my hair has gone curly in the back. It's still straight in the front, but it's not like silky straight. It's like frizzy straight. But the curls in the back, if I just try to blow dry my hair with a normal blow dryer, they just end up like all knotty and clumped together. It's horrible. But anyway, with this, I just brush through my hair like a normal hairbrush. It takes about 10 minutes to go from like soaking wet to, well, not soaking wet, towel dried, to go from towel dried to completely dry. And my hair's straight at the end of it. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. I love this thing. This has been a definite favorite for the month. Next item is kind of like a category, and that is I love face masks. I have like a whole pouch that I just keep face masks in because I have a daughter. She's 16 months old right now. She's the light of my life, but it doesn't leave a lot of time for self-care, or I'm just really bad about making time for self-care. So for me, a face mask is how I can make myself time to do something for myself, because basically I can throw one on my face and do chores. Like I can be cleaning the house and at the same time I've got a face mask on, and I don't feel guilty for taking all this time for myself. Not that you should feel guilty if you want to take time out for yourself, like you deserve it. But anyway, these are some of my favorites. I love lots of them. This is by the brand Amy, I guess. Amy probably is more right. I picked both of these out because they're kind of easier to get your hands on, I feel like. I just got this like at Waitrose and it came in a pack of 3. And this is one of the kind that is a sheet mask, so you just have to put the sheet on, which is extra easy because you don't even have to wash them off. So you just throw it on your face, you leave it on for like 15 minutes or so, and when you're done, you just you take it off and you pat in the extra, there's like a slimy gel on it. Slimy gel, that's a nice way of saying it. But you just like pat that into your skin and your skin is like beautiful, glowing. I feel like it tightens. Like this one, my pores seem tighter, and it just makes my skin like really glowy and soft. And then this one is really cool, although it takes a little bit of extra work. This is a it's a seaweed mask, and you mix it with water. It's a powder, and then you put it on your face and it dries and you peel it off. But you do have to like kind of wash your face afterwards. So this one you don't have to wash your face, so this is really great if you're really in a rush, if you got a little bit of extra time. This is Dead Sea Spa Magic, for anybody that's wondering. It's great if you have a little bit more time for self-care. You just leave it on, peel it off. Skin looks fantastic, feels fantastic, love it. And both of these are, of course, vegan friendly. I'm a vegan. I only like vegan products. I like natural products. Both of these fit into my standards for skincare. Moving on, another product kind of item is this Pacifica Mediterranean Fig. You can't really read that. You can't read that. Mediterranean Fig perfume. I love the scent of this perfume. It smells, it reminds me of our baby Moon. When I was pregnant with Riley, me and my husband went to France and we stayed on a friend's family farm, and it was absolutely gorgeous. And they had fig trees on there, and the leaves of the fig trees smell exactly like this. And this to me is very reminiscent of some much more expensive fig perfumes, but this is a lot more natural based ingredients. I'm not a huge fan of perfumes that have like crazy scary ingredients in them, especially when you're breathing them in. I have a daughter, I don't want her breathing them in. You're wearing them on your skin. It is absorbing into your bloodstream. Remember that. Yeah, so anyway, I love this stuff. It reminds me of that trip to France, which was really lovely. And what more can you say about that? I love it. My next favorite, I'm gonna go into some Riley favorites, is this fishing board by Melissa and Doug. Now I will say, when I first got this, it didn't even cross my mind that maybe this isn't like the best thing to teach my daughter, because I'm vegan, and just didn't even cross my mind. Crossed my husband's mind. Maybe he's a better vegan than me, but I don't think it's a big deal, because honestly, like, obviously we're raising her with good morals and all that jazz. But anyway, this comes with a stick and all of these little puzzle pieces, and you can see that it is like worn because she plays with it so much right now. But she's played with this like probably from like when she was even 6 months old, because when she was younger she would just play with like the wooden bits and that was enough. Kids are very easily amused at that age. But now it's got this like fishing pole that's got a magnet stick on it, and you just fish out the pieces, and she loves fishing the pieces out. She will fish them out, and then after she's done fishing them out, she puts the puzzle pieces back in, and then she'll fish them out again. And she can do that probably about 2 or 3 times before she starts kind of getting bored of it and wanting to do something else. But yeah, this is like great. It's great for like hand-eye coordination. It's great for obviously all of those motor skills, the gross motor skills. She needs to use like her, you know, her brain to like figure out like where does this piece go on the puzzle. It's great, and she's been really loving this month. I mean, I probably pull it out like once or twice a day, but like at different parts of the day, and every time I pull it out she wants to play with it, so that's a definite win. The next is just this book, Where is Baby's Belly Button? Now honestly, she doesn't read this every day, but what I think that is cute is about this book is we've been reading her. This is like one of the books that she's kind of had in rotation ever since she was born, basically, ever since we started reading books to her. And she's always loved this book because it's one of the lift the flap books, and she loves lifting the flaps. But now she's at an age where, oh, so let me go into this first. So where's baby's belly button? Basically, this goes through where are baby's eyes? Under her hat. You get the picture, right? Where is baby's mouth? Under the cup. So she's getting to that age where she's learning her body parts. So I will often kind of throughout the day kind of be like, Riley, where's your eyes? Where's your nose? Where's your mouth? And it's cute because she's got this book so ingrained in her head that if I start doing that with her, she will run to the bookshelf and like point until I pull this down, because I like to keep the books out of her reach. I know that's kind of like shame on me. Like, it's good if she has them at her reach, but I like to keep them out of her reach because we all know kids love pulling books off of shelves. But she'll ask me basically to pull this down for her, and then she likes to kind of flip through it and read it. And you know, I'll say where are baby's eyes, and she'll lift this up and see baby's eyes, and then she'll point to her own eyes, etc. Really cute. Love that. It's very appropriate for this age range where they're learning where their body parts are. And my last favorite is the book No Drama Discipline, which I can't physically show you guys because I read it on my phone. So I will just insert a picture for you guys. And this book has completely changed how I have been able to process and deal with my daughter's tantrums, basically. So Riley at 16 months is kind of like hard to even think about disciplining, which if you're anti like discipline, like laying down the law, this is not what this book is about at all. It's kind of like the exact opposite of that. It's about having a lot more empathy for your child and kind of, well, not even empathy, but yeah, it is about empathy, but it's about letting them kind of lead the discipline and letting them you know, them come up with their own ideas on, you know, what have I done wrong and how can we make this better? And by giving them that control and that respect, it kind of allows them to really own their choices a lot more, which I think is really important. Now, at 16 months, I can't have those conversations with my daughter, but it's still a really good book to read because it's modeling my behavior for how I react to her when she's having a tantrum or a meltdown, leading up to the point where we can have those conversations. And more importantly, it talks about how kids have big feelings and how they don't know how to contain them sometimes, and it really just gives you like a new perspective to look at how your kids' tantrums are affecting them, not just you in the moment and getting like annoyed and how it's like ruining your day or whatever you're trying to get done at the moment. You know, you can kind of put yourself into your child's shoes and think like, what do they need? You know, are they hungry? Are they angry? Are they lonely? Are they tired? Because these are a lot of times, like especially with like a younger toddler, the problems that they have that cause them to tantrum. And when you think about that and you think, you know, what is coming from her point of view, like, you know, you could be busy trying to make dinner and your kid could have like a complete meltdown and you're like, oh my God, I can't stop making dinner. Like, it's gonna bubble over or whatever. But then you think, oh, my child's just lonely. She really misses me and she wants a little bit of love and attention and cuddles. It kind of can keep you from having like a little like boiling over yourself. I'm definitely oversimplifying the contents of this book, so I highly recommend if you have kids or if you are any kind of caretaker for kids that you read this book. It just really helps with kind of like how you can talk to them and raise them in a compassionate way that gives them a lot of respect basically, and will like enable them to grow up into human beings that can make good choices on their own. I only just covered like a small percentage of kind of the topics that that book can go through and cover. But one of the nicest things about that book specifically is it gives a lot of very real life scenarios of kids having tantrums and meltdowns and how the parents have dealt with it. Sometimes with success and sometimes without success, because not every meltdown is going to end up with a loving hug from between you and your child that, you know, makes everything okay. Sometimes they're just going to be upset, and you know what, that's okay too. Most important thing for me is it just really helped me with my own personal stress levels in dealing with my daughter being upset, because I still do get really upset and anxious and stressed out when she's upset, but I do think that I have been able to really reduce that a lot since I've read this book. And with practice over time, I see that going down even more, those stress levels, and I'm becoming a lot more calm and collected in dealing with her. So those are my favorites for this month, and I hope you guys really enjoyed them. If you did, please comment down below, like, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and I will see you for my next video. Bye guys.